Eddie, really? Is there nothing you can't do?
Okay. I don't. It's plenty I can't do.
You were so spectacular in this.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. What kind of emotional journey was it from beginning to end? I can't even imagine.
Oh God, it felt. I don't know if you've spoken to the other guys, but it felt because all of us had a backstory with it. Like I'd seen it when I was a kid. I'd fallen in love with it. I'd wanted to be Gavroche, the street urchin. I'd sort of wanted all, that when you've seen something that young, somehow it's sort of embedded in you, and it has an emotional resonance that sticks stronger. And so to then get the opportunity to do it was completely breathtaking to be a part of it. But then also you felt it was that weird thing of being so excited to be a part of it whilst also having this fear of what the stakes were, knowing how many fans there are out there who adore the piece and of which you're one, but you just don't want to let anyone down. So the fact that people seem to enjoy it means a huge amount.
Yeah, and to be with this spectacular cast.
I know.
I mean, seriously, look to your left, Hugh Jackman, you're
genuinely.
right, Anne Hathaway,
Totally.
Russell Crowe.
Well, that was the thing.
Added pressure? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, certainly before rehearsal, it felt that. You felt, wow, these guys, it's seriously heavyweight cast, Sacha Baron Cohen, Helena Bonham Carter. But then we turned up on set, and on the first day of rehearsal, we realised that all of us had been put so through our paces by Tom in the audition process. I mean, it was so rigorous for everyone involved that we had all got there through quite tenacity, basically, and that none of us knew what we were doing. Neither did Tom. None of us, because it hadn't been done this way to this extent for a long, long time. It felt like a new process, and so it was this great leveller that we all helped each other out. And so, I'll ask Hugh for advice, or Russell for advice, and Annie, and we'd all help each other out and come up with ideas. And so, without sounding too loving, it was the most wonderful ensemble that I've worked with. It really was.
And your singing voice is extraordinary. It really is. Honest to God, you were wonderful to sing that, to lead up to that song. Empty table, empty chairs.
Yeah.
The process and even singing it that way, what was that like for you?
Well, the answer is I was very... If you get a film in which you have to ride a horse, you get given the best trainer in the world. If you get a film in which you have to sing, I got a guy called Mark Mayland, who is the most formidable singing teacher, and it was literally it was months of muscular exercise to change. I had no idea to change the physiognomy of the back of your throat in order to be able to do 25 takes, take after take. And it felt to me... it was a wonderful experience learning to do that, but there's also an amazing thing that happens emotionally between singing, between your sort of head and your heart, I suppose, that music connects, and so in some ways it was wonderfully freeing to be able to do film, but with a new form.
Yeah, if I ever had to be dragged through the mud, I don't think there'd be anybody else I'd want dragging me than Hugh Jackman.
Good point. I mean, I feel like there were a lot of Tom Hooper, who directed it, the way he likes to work is to put you under the real circumstances. So even the stuff when we were shooting in studios, it was freezing cold. You could see condensation coming out of it. That's when he was most happy. Poor Samantha Barks had to sing the thing in the pouring rain. 20 takes, and when you're getting the shivers and the cold, and she's crying, and you have to sing On My Own again and again and again. We were trying to find a way of sort of making Little Fall of Rain not in the rain, but we were like, no, it kind of has to be in the rain. But being tugged by Hugh, I mean, the amazing thing about this film is it was led from the front, and Hugh Jackman, as everyone reads about, but I can absolutely affirm, is one of the most noble, kind, generous men. And if you're being pulled through the mud and you're getting the chills and freezing, you can't complain when Hugh is the one having to carry you on his shoulder whilst doing it. So,
well, I'm sorry I wasn't your stand-in. Really. You are extraordinary, and I said you're such a wonderful young man. And
thank
you've
you.
won a Tony Award for drama. Now I want to see you on the Broadway stage doing a musical.
Right. Oh, God. Terrifying prospect.
No, going to happen, and I'm going to be in the front row. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
so
outstanding.
Nice to see you.
No, nice
Thank
to see you,
you,
too. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.